Today's question comes from Amit in Michigan. I'm 30 years old and I work for a local credit union and we get quarterly reviews. I've met expectation for my next review and I've upped my skill set. I want to ask for a sizable raise after working really hard during the lockdown where half of my team worked remotely. During that time, one coworker and I have been in the office whenever it was open, and I recently found out that one of my coworkers is making $15,000 to $17,000 more than me. And when this person takes time off, I'm responsible for making sure their tasks get done. The only person who knows how much work I put in is my manager. I currently work over 60 hours a week. I do love my job and the company I'm working for, but it is hard when I know I'm putting in more work than everyone else and getting paid less. Well, we've heard this question before, and unfortunately, the psychology around this kind of information that you've gotten is really hard to overcome because you are now aware and you are comparing yourself, and that is a very dangerous place to be in because you can't do much about this. In this situation, when you go into your next review, leveraging this information isn't going to help you. I wouldn't do it. What I would talk about is a growth plan. I would lay out how much you love the company as you put in this email, and that you want to be here and you want to grow, not just professionally but financially, but you lead with professional growth. What are some areas that I can get better in where I'm a little bit weak? What are some skills, some tools I can add to my tool belt that will allow me to A, get more responsibility, drive greater value, B, and then C, grow financially as well. That's the posture by which you approach this so that your leaders get some buy-in. They see your hunger, but also your humility. And that's all you can do. And if you've got healthy leadership, they're going to respond. And they're going to talk about a growth plan and then measure the growth that's tied to compensation. If they are not going to address this and they kick the can down the road, this is a sign that it may be time for you to move on. And where you see a ladder and not a lid.
Yeah, that's the thing. And so there is nothing wrong with saying, in my mind, and you can correct me, Ken, how can I add value that will make you want to give me more money because I'd like to see some more income, but I want to be worth it.
Yes, that's exactly
Instead
right.
of, I deserve this because so-and-so.
That's right.
If you say I deserve this because 60 hours, I deserve this because so-and-so, the entitlement, I deserve this thing, is one of the most negative possible emotions that you can generate. And you've gotten yourself kind of down in that hole a little bit here.
Yeah.
A little bit of a pity party going on in the email there.
Oh, sure.
And rightly so, but still, it's a wrong posture for you to get ahead.
You're not supposed to know what your coworker makes. And this is why. Because it's almost impossible to
not
deal positively with that. And that's why I laid it out. When you sit with your leader, you don't ask for a raise, you ask for a growth plan. You lead with, as you notice what I said first, where can I get better? What are some areas where you think I could get better?
How can I add value that makes you want to give me? I own Ramsey Solutions. If you come in my office and I'm doing a review with you or whatever, or we're talking, or even you just came in randomly and said,
Sure.
Listen, I'd like to make more money, and the way I want to do that is I want to be worth more. How can I be worth more? How can I add value? Versus I actually had a guy come in my office many years ago, had more degrees than a thermometer, overeducated fool, and said, show me his resume. A guy like me that has this many degrees, we usually make like a lot more than I make now. And I said, well, you're working a small business, son. And he said, what do you mean? I said, well, small business works like this. Your raise is effective when you are. I don't give a crap about your degrees. When you do something, I'll share it with you. That's how it works in a small business. But I got a degree, so I got 6 degrees. So what are you, a black belt?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, no. So that didn't play in Dave's office.
No.
And it won't play anybody else's either, by the way.
That's exactly right.
Not because I'm a jerk. It's just that's the way it is.
Yeah.